Today I'm talking about 3 late 90s / early 2000s comedies featuring Will Ferrell. And the names of those 3 films are A Night at the Roxbury, Zoolander, and Superstar. First up is A Night at the Roxbury. This is a 1998 comedy based off of a classic SNL skit of these 2 losers who constantly try to get into nightclubs but just can never quite get in. Basically, these 2 nepo babies want to open a nightclub but they aren't smart enough to accomplish anything. I have no complaints about this movie, which is kind of amazing when looking at its Rotten Tomatoes score because they hated it. And I'm like, dude, this movie is so charming and delightful and so much fun. Like, yeah, the main characters are kind of sleazy, terrible people who definitely sexually harass, but it's not from a place of malice, it's from a place of naivety, that they just assume this is what you're supposed to do. And that's covered in the film when, like, they do finally get further than just pickup lines. There's these 2 women that definitely want to have sex with them, and they don't know what to do, so they just keep doing pickup lines, even though, like, these women are literally trying to have sex with them. Like, they're right there. They're ready for it. They're all good to go. That scene's hilarious. It's so funny, and it puts everything else into context of, like, yeah, they're not trying to be sleazeballs. They think this is what life is. It's really well done. And, like, the whole movie is just so funny. I was laughing the entire time. It's a fun, interesting story. It has lots of really good heart. I loved the characters. I don't know, man. It just really worked for me. I hadn't seen little bits and pieces of it on TV back in the day, but I don't think I had seen the entire thing before. And yeah, no, I loved it. It's so good. I without a doubt recommend it. Ignore the reviews from back in the day. This is a fantastic film that is well worth a watch. Next up is Zoolander. This is a 2001 film. It came out 2 weeks after 9/11. How fun is that? The basic premise is this male model is going to become a sleeper agent to assassinate the Prime Minister of Malaysia. And it's definitely an interesting film. I may have seen it too many times because I definitely have watched it a number of times on TV back when I was like in middle school and high school. And I remember loving a lot of the jokes in there, like this one.
What is this? A center for ants?
That's so funny and so brilliant. But I didn't find myself really laughing a lot at any of the jokes in this film. Like, I was definitely still engaged, but nothing was tickling me. Yeah, so I don't know if it's really the movie's fault that I wasn't laughing, or is just my overexposure to the movie is why I wasn't laughing. I definitely was able to quote along to several moments though. So it definitely leads me to believe that at one point in time I did find it funny, and there is funniness in this. So I almost wonder if, like, it's more of this movie is good like a couple of times. So if you've never seen it before, I would recommend it. I think that's probably the best way to enjoy this film, is coming at it from fresh eyes. And if you have seen it before, then maybe more so just the idea of the movie is better than the actual experience of watching the movie. So in that case, I wouldn't recommend it. Let the memory live on rather than tarnishing it with a revisit. So yeah, it was good. I liked it, but didn't blow me away by any means. And lastly is Superstar. This is a 1999 film starring Molly Shannon. I recently read her memoir and loved that a lot. So I was excited to watch this film that she so very much loved making. And I'm not gonna say that I was disappointed, but man, did I not enjoy the experience of watching this movie. Things were trying to be jokes, but not even remotely any kind of funny was I experiencing. Like, the moment where I shut that movie off was the scene where she was looking at her boobs and was like, "You're the mommy boob, because you're the big one, and you're the baby boob, because you're the little one." And then just like was having a conversation with her tits. And I'm just like, what the is this shit? This is so... No. I feel like there's probably more humor in here if you're Catholic, because there's a lot of Catholicism in here, and I have never been Catholic and would never want to be Catholic. And like, It's just such a nothing of a story, of a movie, of anything. It's just so boring and dull and uninteresting and unfunny. And I feel bad for hating it because I really like Molly Shannon's book and I thought it was really interesting, and I watched some of her sketches as this character and I thought they were funny and fun and interesting. But I think therein lies the issue, is that this character is only good in small doses. She's a lot. She's always on. And the fun of her is putting her in different situations constantly, not one long extended bit. So yeah, no, I did not care for this movie and I would not recommend it. Alrighty, now for today's rankings. First up, we got A Night at the Roxbury sitting at number 41 in the really like section. And then after that is Zoolander sitting at number 119 in the liked section. And then bringing up the rear, rightfully so, is Superstar, sitting at number 158 in the didn't like section. And this is out of a total of 165 old movies so far this year.